Hey all, this is Coach Gerry from Gerry Superior Fitness. Today's video is once again home workouts for you, but it's also once again emphasized on people living with high blood pressure. Remember, I say for people living with high blood pressure, we also said that exercise plays important benefit in reducing and managing and controlling high blood pressure, and that's a fact. There's also a few myths that people say, yeah, but don't resistance exercise put strain on blood pressure, maybe raise the blood pressure. I mean, any type of exercise elevates your blood pressure. It depends on your duration and also on your frequency and also the amount of weight you're going to be using, especially when you train with weights. When we train with weights, there's no use for you to use heavy weights, especially if you're a guy who trains up or a person that trains at home. Why should you use heavy weights, right? Heavy weights is unnecessary only unless you have a goal. Maybe your goal is you want to get big, you want to build big muscle, or you want to go and compete, or if you're a competitive athlete in competitive sport. But for a normal person, the normal John Doe, the normal Jane Doe that just want to stay fit and just want to be healthy, specifically for you guys that suffer high blood pressure, I don't think that's your goal. Your goal is just to be healthy, stay fit, build up a little bit of lean quality muscle. This is the reason why I did this program. So this program is only for you. Now, this is only educational purpose only. I've already got it on the board. As you can see today, we're going to focus on shoulders. Also what that means, we're going to do 4 exercises for about 5 exercises for the shoulder, which means we're going to do the front part of the deltoid, the side part of the deltoid, we're going to do the rear deltoid, we're also going to do the top of the whole deltoid, and then we're also going to focus on the tricep exercise. So I'm going to put one exercise out there for each different group of the muscle, or for each different area of the muscle group, to put it like that. And you're gonna have to do it 3 times 12 repetitions. Remember, if the weight is too heavy, that doesn't allow you to 12 repetitions. That means the weight is too heavy. Because remember, you're suffering from high blood pressure. So this is just to get you back on track and to make you feel strong. Not just make you feel strong, make you stronger again, so you can be able to do things you would like to do, or do things you used to do when you were younger. Remember, high blood pressure doesn't discriminate. It doesn't ask for age at the moment now, but it doesn't ask for gender. It takes any gender. And this exercise program can be for males, can be for females. It is specifically designed for people suffering from high blood pressure. And remember what I said, this is educational purpose only. So for that purpose, I'm also not going to use heavy weight, because heavy weights, it's not going to help you. It's going to put too much strain on you, and that's not what we want to do. That's why I say use weight which will allow you to do 12 repetitions easily. Use weight that also will allow you to use 12 repetitions, even up to 20, 25 or 30 repetitions. That's the weight I'll urge you to start using. Because as you get stronger, you can go a little bit higher. But there's no need to go higher unless you are a competitive athlete, or a competitive bodybuilder, or a competitive powerlifter, or competitive weightlifter, or somebody that plays competitive sport. But for like I said, the general John Doe and the general Jane Doe out there just want to stay fit. That's why the myth there was a myth, and also people ask me question, is it possible for people to still do weight training when you have high blood pressure? Yes, it is possible. That's why I'm going to show it to you. Like I said, I've already explained to you 3 sets, 12 repetitions. And also remember, after each set, when you're done each set, I want you to take a break for at least minimum between 2 and 3 minutes break. Take that full break, because I don't want you to start with the training unless your muscle is fully recovered, and then continue training, and then you're going to hurt yourself. And also remember, never ever, under no circumstances, would I like you to sacrifice your form or your technique for repetition. With that said, I mean, if you can't complete the exercise, don't sacrifice your form or your technique. Rather rest. But that will also tell you that the weight is too heavy. Remember, this is just for educational purpose. That's why, and for people suffering from high blood pressure, that's why I'm going to use a easy to use pair of dumbbells, because it's no use for me to try to make an impression, right, by using weights, which is going to be heavy, which you will see I'm putting too much strain on myself. I don't want to do that, right? Also for this purpose, also the weight, remember, the reason why I'm also putting the weight down is because I want to ask you a question. If you know that you suffer from high blood pressure, you still have to go to the doctor to give the green light, specifically if you want to embark on a physical training program. Always get the green light from your doctor, because your doctor will advise you what to do and what not to do. This is for educational purpose only, because I'm sure if you suffer from high blood pressure, you maybe have any other condition, your doctor will tell you, go to a gym, start exercise, but the doctor will recommend go get a personal trainer. Get a person like me that can guide you and motivate you, educate you, and be with you every step of the way. So like I said, this is educational purpose only, but only if a doctor has given you a green light to exercise. I know I'm not there. You might tell yourself, I don't need doctor's permission. But if you get hurt, remember, I'm not responsible for it. This is educational purpose only. That's why I still tell you to do that. And also remember, whatever body part you're going to be doing, you need to warm it up thoroughly. There's a lot of different ways of warming up, but I'm going to show you only a few. Remember again, I emphasize this educational purpose, because we're going to do the shoulders, we're going to do the deltoids, the whole deltoid area, trapeze as well. So I want you to warm up, especially your rotator cuff, right? Because you don't want to get injured now. I want you to move your hands back and forth. You can do that for any amount of times you want to do it, and then I want you to move it forward again. That is just for educational purpose, once again I'm saying, because I want you to warm up the muscle thoroughly. Because a warm muscle works better than a muscle that's cold, because a muscle that's cold, you get injured quickly. So I want you to do that, up to the side again, and then turn your arms up and do that. And you can even do it until you clap your hands and take it down, clap your hands and take it down. You can even clap your hands in front there if you want to. This is just for fun, because I want the exercise to be fun. And then I want you to do small circles for me, and you can make bigger circles if you want to, and then you make your circles forward, make your circles back. Then you can shrug your shoulders up, down again, up and down, and then you can shrug it down to the back, down to the back, and then you can do those full circles. Remember, like I said again, educational purpose, I just want you to warm up the shoulders. I want the shoulders to be thoroughly warmed up. So you can do this one. Oh, this is a good one also. We always do it with the rugby. With the rugby guys also do this to warm up. So you can do that and do it backwards again. But I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy. So now, even me, when I'm warming up, I can start feeling it in my trapezius and in my rotator cuff. So that also means now I'm warm. But that means when I'm warm and when I feel it burn, that means now my fatigue has set in. So I want you to relax, take a break, take a few seconds maybe, even for a minute. Because even if you relax for a minute, that muscle is thoroughly warmed up. There's fresh blood into those areas now. So that's why you take a break until you feel, okay, I'm recovered, I'm ready to train. Because I don't want you still feel that burn here, which means that your muscle is fatigued and now you start training. This is educational and I want you to enjoy that. I want you to hurt yourself. So now we're going to start, like on the back at the board it says dumbbell lateral raises. So we can lateral raises. For educational purpose, I'm only going to do one set of each with 12 reps. You're going to have to do the 3, right? Remember, once again, consult with your physician, your family doctor, or just your normal doctor, or just any doctor. If they give the green light, I'm giving the green light too. So remember, your training should be you should inhale and exhale. That's also important, right? So when you execute the exercise, you have to exhale and inhale when you go down. So it's going to be, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Also don't run. That's 4, that's 5. Also make sure as you get tired that you rather stop and relax, because we don't do that. Once your muscle get fatigued, you're going to start forcing yourself, and that's when you're going to injure yourself, and I don't want that. Okay, I didn't keep track, so let's say that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and now you relax. Remember what I said? After each set, I want you to take a break. So I want you to take 2 to 3 minutes rest. If you feel that you're ready within 2 minutes, by all means you have the green light to start. But if you feel you're not ready, rather take 3 minutes. I would urge you to take the 3 minutes. Remember, this is for people, this program is specifically for people suffering from high blood pressure. Because there's a myth that we shouldn't be training. Not me, I don't have high blood pressure, but I'm just putting myself in your shoes. There's a myth that you shouldn't be training when you have high blood pressure, and that is wrong. You can still train, you can still fun, you can still enjoy life like anybody else. The only difference is you should only be extra cautious of what you do and how you do it, right? So that's the only difference. So okay, I feel that I've been recovered now. So the next one I'm going to be doing is going to be the next one at the back of me, and that one says a dumbbell press, right? So the next set is going to be a dumbbell press. Also the same thing, remember, technique. Don't sacrifice your technique and your form for anything else. If you feel tired, you can take a break. Remember, once again, I'm emphasizing this is for educational purpose. That's why we're using lightweight, and also that's for people suffering from high blood pressure. Because the myth is there, we can't train, we cannot do this, we can do everything, anything, except we have to be extra cautious and we have to make some adjustments, right? The only thing we do is adjustments, right? So, dumbbell presses, so it's up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and now we will take a break, we will relax. Remember what I said? You should take a break for 2 to 3 minutes. I want you to be fully relaxed. I want you to take your time, recover fully, right? And also, as you train, I want you to drink water. Don't dehydrate yourself, hydrate yourself. Always keep yourself hydrated, right? Have water next to you, or if it's your energy drink, have it, but I would prefer water. I don't like this energy drink because to me, sometimes it's got too much sugar in it, or too much sucrose in it. So that's why I don't like it. So water will be good. The reason why I say water will be good because it will be nice, because water at the same time cleans your internal organs, right? So that's why I would say use water. Take care of yourself. Don't rush it, because you have the rest of your life, right? Unless you're competitive athlete. And if you would have a competitive athlete, I would have a totally different program. I would have used totally different weight. I would have talked totally differently, right? So this is for people suffering high blood pressure, and this is only educational. And this is also only if you had the green light from your doctor. Remember, exercise is beneficial for people suffering high blood pressure. And it doesn't matter if we've got high blood pressure, that means we can't do weight training, right? We can still do the same. Only difference is we have to adjust, and also we have to make some modifications, especially with the weight, etc., and with the repetitions, etc., right? But it doesn't mean that we have to stand aside. Not actually me, because I don't suffer high blood pressure, I just want to emphasize on it, but I'm just putting me in myself in your shoes. That's why I would always say me, because I like to feel part of you. That's why I say me, right? So now we're going to do the next set. So the next set at the board is going to be the front raises. For educational purpose also, if you're only starting out, or if you have trained for a while already, you have two options. You can either do alternately, or you can do it with both arms. I'm going to do alternately. It's better, especially for the people, because most of you guys out there haven't trained yet, are a little bit uncertain of what to do, and that's the reason why I would rather do alternate, because you guys can control it more, right? So you can start with any arm, left arm or right arm. I'm going to start with right arm. So just only in this case, you're going to have to do 24 repetitions. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, nice and control, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, right? The 25 one was just an extra one because I just got overexcited, but you have to do 24, right? Again, 2 to 3 minutes break. Hydrate yourself, get water, hydrate yourself, and when you're fully recovered, start with the next set. The next one we're going to do will be upright rows, and our final one is going to be dumbbell bend over fly. So we're going to do upright rows. Remember also, you have taken 2 to 3 minutes break, and now you can restart again. Like I said again, for educational purpose and for time's sake, I'm not going to take too long of a break, right? So you can put the dumbbells in front of you. As you shrug the weight up, I want you to breathe out, right? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't sacrifice your technique for repetition. 8, 9, 10, nice and easy. 11, 12, and down. Alright, remember we said, now you're going to take a break again. And remember, even if you have to hydrate every time when you put the weight down and rest for your next set, hydrate yourself, hydrate yourself, hydrate yourself, hydrate yourself. Hydration is very important, right? So now, we're going to do our last set. I'm going to do my last set now. But remember, this is for educational purpose only. And for time's sake, you're going to have to do 3 sets of your 12 repetition. And you're going to have to take your full 2 to 3 minute break. I don't need to do it because this is only for educational purpose. And this is just a guide. So you're going to do your bend over flies now. Same thing again. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well done. Right? If you're still with me, stick with me. The whole program is yours. Remember what I said. The myth says that people that train with weights can't train because it puts strain on you. Any exercise puts strain on you. Any exercise, I love it, your heart rate. Any exercise will raise your blood pressure, but that also depends on yourself. Remember, when you suffer from high blood pressure, the only difference is you will have to make adjustments, modifications, but that doesn't mean you can't do what anybody else. You can still do the same exercises any athlete will do, but just you will do the adjustments and you will do modification also. I want you to have fun, and remember, only if your doctor is giving you the green light to start exercising you can. And remember also, blood pressure shouldn't be taken lightly, but you can still do exercise because exercises will help. It will also help to lower and control the blood pressure. That's apart from nutrition.